Greetings. I'm Kathy Green with Christian News and Interviews. You know, as strange as this may sound, it's Inauguration Day. We are about to get a new president. But there are people, not a few, but many, who still believe in the false prophets who falsely prophesied or who prophelied that not only would Donald Trump regain his position as president of the United States, but that even though an election clearly showed that he lost, they claim that he is going to continue in that position. Now, if that's not a sick mind, poisoned mind, damaged mind, I don't know what is. Christianity Today has an article, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll just read part of it. It's called Failed Trump Prophecies Offer a Lesson in Humility. The failed prophecies of Donald Trump's re-election may have damaged the credibility of the United States independent charismatic wing of evangelicalism more than any event since the televangelist scandals of the 1990s. They have led some outsiders to criticize Christianity itself and rightly call us to introspection. This is true. Whenever this type of insanity happens, people don't look at the individuals. They look at Christianity as a whole, and it chips away at the very root of what Christianity is all about. And it causes people to think, well, Christians are crazy. It gives the ungod ammunition against Christians. Don't misunderstand me. I'm charismatic myself, and the majority of Pentecostals and charismatic pastors I know were not paying attention to much prophecies. Millions of online views and shares, though, show that many people were. The first step towards correcting mistakes is admitting that we've made them. As we approach the inauguration of President Joe Biden, some who prophesied Trump's re-election remain adamant that they were correct. Woo! Perhaps the election was stolen or will be overturned, or in some mystical realm, Trump is actually spiritually president. Some just change the subject. Unfortunately, their hardcore followers may settle for that. Others acknowledge that prophecy must be tested out, and affirming Biden's win now tacitly concede that they were wrong. Yet, certain prophets have drawn the attention of charismatics and non-charismatics alike by publicly confessing that their prophecies were indeed misleading, mistaken, or extending of their apologies. R. Loren Sanford, Jeremiah Johnson, and Chris Valentin have recently expressed contrition and even repentance for incorrectly prophesying that Trump would win again in 2020. All three urge us to pray for and work respectfully with the new administration. And the article goes on, but I'm going to not read the whole thing. What I'll do is, as usual, I will link it below, and you can finish reading it for yourself. But I just wanted to say this. It is a sad day when people cease thinking for themselves. It is a sad day when people are unable to look reality in the face and deal with it. It is a sad day when people are willing to give their minds, their hearts, and even their very souls over to a cult member or a cult leader, which is unfortunately what Donald Trump ended up being. He ended up being a cruel, mean, wicked cult leader. He knew he lost, but his ego wouldn't allow him to admit it. So he'd rather burn the house down than to admit that he lost. And sadly, to this day, he has people who call themselves born-again Christians, people who call themselves ministers, people who call themselves teachers and preachers and even pastors, right now making threats against those of us who say Donald Trump lost and Joe Biden won fair and square. I thank God that I have my own mind and that I can think for myself and look reality in the eye. And if you are on my channel right now and you still think that Donald Trump won, you need to engage in some introspection, because I have news for you. He lost. Don't give your mind over to a reprobate mind. A reprobate mind is a mind that cannot think. It is a mind that is 100% dark and wicked and evil. Don't give yourself over to a reprobate mind. A double-minded man, God says, is unstable in all of his ways. Don't be that man. Don't be that woman. We have a new president. Let's keep him in prayer. Blessings, and enjoy your day.